The $200 million mistake that every leader who is in the scaling side of things makes is what I'm going to share with you. If you're a CEO and you are in that scaling level, hey, please listen out. My name is Coach Phil. I've been doing this for over 15 years, helping companies to create amazing working high performance cultures. Now, after helping over 50 CEOs make over $250 million over the last decade, I need to tell you something about the most expensive mistake I see happening, not just when I do it, but when the entire team does it. And I can guarantee that you're either making it, you've seen it, and I'm going to save you the pain of going over that ever again. Now, I know it costs companies a lot of money. And yes, the average is over $200 million every year for those big companies. And here's the crazy part. Most CEOs don't even know they're doing it. Most of them, they don't know they're doing it. And please listen to me. Harvard Business Review just published a paper, and it's a research. And it's something that I've seen over and over in many years. I didn't need this, but I'm just going to tell you for those of you who need it. The number one reason high growth companies suddenly stop, and it's not the market conditions, it's not competition, it's not funding, it's none of that stuff. It is leadership bottleneck. That's right. I want it to sink in. Leadership bottlenecks. Okay? And this has been what has made us good at what we do, because we know how to pick it up. I want you to picture this. You're the CEO of a fast growing company. Okay, things are happening. You're doing great. Revenue is growing. The team is expanding. Investors are happy. Everybody's looking good. You're working harder than you've ever worked before. You're making strides. You're making decisions quicker, faster. Everyone is involved. Things are happening at the rate that you want them to. And then all of a sudden, bang! Everything starts breaking. Everything stops going as fast as it should. That's right. Now, listen, you begin to see things like projects get delayed because they're waiting on your approval, or somebody's approval, or the board's approval, okay? Great talent that had joined you begins to leave because they just don't get enough time with the leader, which is one of the reasons that they joined, okay? Innovation stops because your team is so afraid to make decisions without you, and most importantly, they will not take any risks because of the way that you're doing things. Customer satisfaction drops because problems are not getting solved fast enough. Does that make sense? That is where you have become the bottleneck. And guess what? It's killing your company growth, and regardless of whether you want to accept it or not, it's a fact. And when you do realize it, everything else begins to align and do better. Now, let me tell you a quick story about two CEOs, okay? And exact same situation. Both companies, both in the same niche kind of thing, okay? Now, let me tell you about CEO number one. He was called Tom, okay? Brilliant guy. Built a fintech startup from zero to about $20 million in 3.5 years. But as they scaled towards where he wanted to be, which was about 70, everything began to slow down. His team got paralyzed without his input. He was, a little bit worn out and was like, what is going on? Okay. What happened is that the growth stalled at, I think, at about 7 million. Okay. And because of that, the investors gave up, and all of a sudden, nobody wanted to do business with him, and he ended up selling. It is what it is. Why? Because he was the bottleneck. He did not bring on people and empower them to do what they had to do. Now, let me tell you about Lisa. Same trajectory, same industry, same growth challenges, but she did something different. And this is where I want you to pay attention. She implemented what we call the high performance culture architecture. Instead of trying to be everywhere, she built a system that made great decisions happen without her. She built it in such a way that she empowered. Everybody was very clear of what a great decision looks like and what it doesn't, and is it aligned with where you're going. And as long as that happened, guess what? Decisions could be made much quicker, much faster, and people understood that failure was part of it. Failure was part of what we were doing. Now, while Tom was drowning in decision fatigue, Lisa was building decision makers. Those are two different things, okay? Tom, Lisa. Okay, why? Because she understood. While Tom's team waited for approval, Lisa's team was empowered to actually act. as long as it was aligned with the high performance, the clarity they had at the beginning, most importantly, that it got them closer to the goal than anything else. Now, this is what happened. Lisa scaled from 48 million to 72 million in 20 months. Her company got acquired, actually, as a matter of fact, for about $850 million. And the buyer specifically mentioned scalable leadership culture. Scalable leadership culture. This culture of the leadership was scalable, and this was a key driver in the valuation of the company. Think about it. Because there was clarity and people were making decisions and it was scalable. So what's the difference between these two? Lisa understood the leadership capacity equation. What does that mean? Company growth equals leader capacity times simplicity times speed of execution. Capacity, speed, execution. This is where most CEOs fail. Most CEOs focus on just execution speed. But if you're just executing one, smart ones will focus on leadership capacity first, simplify things, and then execute much quicker, much faster. Why? Things are going to move much quicker, much faster. I'm listening to something, a podcast about Elon Musk. He believes in simplicity and speed, and that's why he does the things that we do. So I want to show you what the leadership capacity calculator actually looks like, because it's about predicting where your breakpoints are and breaking through those. I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions, okay? Very simple questions. Number 1, how many decisions are you waiting for your approval right now in your business right now? How many are waiting? Number 2, how many direct reports do you have? And if they're more than 14, you're already in trouble, okay? And finally, what percentage of your time is spent on work that only you can do? You thought about it? Because if you have, you got your answers right there. You will know if you are the bottleneck or you're at breaking point. And if you said yes to 2 of those, you got it, okay? But here's the good news, and this is why we do these videos. The good news is that there's a solution, there's help out there. Because at Intelligent Performance International and Cobalt Visa, we have developed a system that scales leadership effectiveness faster than headcount. Okay, it's called the Leadership Multiplication Matrix, like I said to you earlier, and it's designed to help you to create systems. Instead of making 100 decisions a day, you build 10 great leaders that make 10 great decisions through the system that you have developed. And that means that things move quicker, faster every day. Instead of you being the smartest person in the room, you create rooms full of smart people. By the way, one of the things we teach you, we facilitate, is to help you to build a great team. Because A players will create amazing things in the company that you cannot pay for. So, this is my challenge for you. Here's my question. Are you currently in your biggest growth? Are you currently the biggest growth engine in your company or not? And if you are not, why? Because that might be the answer to if you are the biggest growth bottleneck. Have you thought about it? Because whatever you say to that will determine if you're going to scale faster, if you're going to go from where you are. I don't know what you're doing, maybe 10, 15, 20, 200, 300, 500 million, whatever it is. The answers to that will determine if you're going to scale to the bigger ones, or you're going to stay where you are. You're going to stall. That's exactly what happened to one of our clients. He's called Joram. He's a CEO of a logistics company, and I just want to check it out here. Yes, using the exact system I've just told you about, the leadership matrix, he scaled from 50 employees to 200 employees while actually working fewer hours. Okay, his leadership team now runs the day-to-day, because that is always the goal. Make yourself irrelevant as a leader, because while you are doing strategy, you have people who are executing on the tactics, and that is the most important part of it. So if you are that kind of leader who wants to not just make a difference, but to build a team, to live a community better, I want to invite you to try out our culture audit. And after that, let's see if we can support you, because we can't support everybody. There's going to be a link below here. Drop me a line and tell me, hey, coach, look at my culture and let's see if we can support you. But only if you are willing, and this is important, to build a company that can grow without you being the bottleneck. If you're the kind of person who wants to build and move on and allow other people to come in and grow and make this world a better place, then yes. If you're not, then please, this might not be for you. Just go and implement what we've done. So as usual, I'm Coach Phil, and I'm saying stop limiting your company's growth. Be the kind of person who can release yourself from all these things so that together we can make this world a better place by building businesses that have the audacity to make a difference. Until next time, peace. Click the link below. Or if you're just a consultant and you just bumped on this, hey, guess what? Click the link, join my school group where we talk about these things over and over again. Most importantly, we support others to do amazing things in the world. Okay, until then, you know the deal.